Hi everyone, it's Tamara, National Marketing Director with the Juice Plus. Today, we're going to be talking about inviting prospects to look at your product and or your business opportunity. Now, guys, this is a critical skill that you need to develop. You won't have a future in network marketing if you don't master this skill. So it's really important that you practice this a lot because practice is going to help perfect the way that you do this. So you've already established your list. You know about the importance of expanding your list. Judy has talked to you about the ways that you can continue to expand your network through social media or even just doing life and connecting with people. So that's expanding. You have developed your product story. You know your why for the product and also your why for doing this business. And now you're ready to go. So you're connecting with people. There's three main things that you need to do. The first thing is you need to build relationships. The second thing is you need to ask lots of questions. And then you're going to offer people an opportunity to have a look at something. And I'm going to walk through each of those. Now, the reason why you need to build the relationship, you do not want to go out and hunt people down. Don't bang, 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 bang through your list and just go and offer the product and the opportunity up front. That is not the way to do this business. You will fail miserably because people will avoid you. They'll see you and they will run a million miles. They'll see your text, they'll see your Facebook message, and they will just not even respond to you. You need to build relationships because people will buy off people they know, they like, and they trust. And the only way you're going to get to that point with a prospect is if you've developed a relationship with them. So get to know them. Find out the things that they like. Ask them lots of questions. And Judy has talked to you about the importance of asking questions. She's referred you to Master Asker, the video to watch, which you can find on Hunters and Gatherers YouTube channel. I'd strongly recommend that you subscribe to that channel for all of our trainings. You will also find on Hunters and Gatherers some verbiage that you are able to use in asking questions and the sorts of questions to ask. What you want to find is that hole, that need in the person or their family for the product or that need for the business. And the only way you can do that is ask questions. And I challenge you to challenge yourself. Ask people as many questions as you can. In fact, don't let them get an opportunity to ask you questions. You just keep asking them questions. And then you're going to offer them the opportunity to have a look at something. And it's not going to be the business and it's not going to be the product. You want to offer them one of two things. The first thing you can offer them is to have a look at a link. And that's going to be a link looking at the product, a link on YouTube or a video or a website or somebody's story. You're going to get them to look at that link, or you're going to get them to come along to an event. They're the only two things that I want you to be offering them. Look at a link that you can send them, a URL, or get them to come along to an event. The last thing you want to be doing is offering the product and the opportunity. And the reason why is when you're brand new at this, you don't have the knowledge, skills, and wisdom about everything to do with the product, and you don't have the knowledge, skills, and wisdom about everything to do with the business. So why not let third-party validation do the work for you? And that's the benefit of seeing someone else talk about the product and or the business on a link, or getting them to experience the bigger vision by coming along to an event. So what's the sort of wording that you would use? Well, there's lots of different things that you can say in different scenarios and with different people, whether it's warm market or cold market. And I would strongly recommend you go and get yourself a copy of GoPro by Eric Worre, who details different statements and sentences that you can use. But to start out, the simplest wording that you can use is, if I, would you? So you've gotten to the point where you've established that there's this hole that you need to fill, and you can fill it with either Juice Plus, the products, or the business. You want to ask that person. Let's say it's about the product. Let's say they have a child who's sick all the time and missing school, and she's having to take time off work and so on. Samantha, if I could show you a way to improve your child's health so that they're not sick all the time and you're able to get back to work, would you be open to having a look at that? and you wait for their response. Or let's say it's the business. Let's say that they are not generating enough income, they're having to work extra hours, this is putting stress on the family because mum's never at home, dad's away doing FIFO, something like that. Samantha, if I could show you a way to generate some income in the nooks and crannies of your day that ultimately could mean that you don't have to put in all these extra hours in a job you don't like, would you be open to having a look at something? That's it. Then you wait for their response. The second step to this is to get their affirmation. Then you want to ask them to commit to having a look at this. Commit to coming along to the event, or commit to having a look at the link, and what sort of time frame they could look at it in. So something like, so if I send you this link, do you think you could have a look at it by Friday? Do you think you've got enough time that you'll be able to have a look at this quick 4-minute video by Friday? Yes or no? If they can't, just extend the time. You want to get a commitment, and then you're going to ask them for the opportunity to call them back. So if you can look at this by Friday, do you think I could contact you back Friday at 5 p.m. because I'm very keen to see what resonates with you? And leave it at that. Get their permission. And then absolutely make that call bang on 5 o'clock on Friday, because remember, this is a person who you're trying to establish if they know you, they like you, and they trust you. And the worst thing in the world is if you're not returning the phone call, they're not going to trust what you're saying. So that's a very simple way to start. Practice it. As I said, practice makes perfect. We were all terrible in the beginning when we first started in this business in asking people to look at our product or our business. Remember that you are simply the messenger. You are not the message. Utilize the tools and resources, and absolutely use the events that are being made available to you, whether they be online events, Zoom, Facebook Live events, or even the live face-to-face events. Use them as much as you can and stay close to the fire and learn off the leadership.